Today we are in the editing suite. We're going to be looking into some lenses and we're going to be comparing lenses, the lenses that we tested in Pinewood last week. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about how the focus is going to be performing of the lenses, color and different optical operations that are going to be happening in the camera.
So today we're going to be comparing the Hawk anamorphics with the XEEN lens, or actually our XEEN lenses, which is, it's not really a fair comparison, is it? Because Hawk anamorphics are very, very old, quite expensive anamorphic lenses.
The anamorphic was a practical solution to a problem that the studios had back in a day, where they had so much of the frame lost on top and the bottom, and they wanted to use all of the celluloid. So they created this optical squeeze, so you can actually fit more into the width of a 35mm film into the frame. And what happens later is you project that with a de-squeeze lens, so basically you get everything on the frame. It's actually just a practical solution to a problem of wastage.
But the results are really beautiful flares, just a really, really nice look, and something we associate with an expensive look, because a lot of most people's favourite Hollywood films are usually shot in anamorphic, and it's super wide too. We've cropped it for our use today, because the project that we're going to be working on in a couple of weeks is a horror film that we have to deliver in 16:9 full frame, but we decided to shoot these anamorphic tests anyway, so here we go.
What we did with this flashlight here is we wanted to check what practicals look like when they're directly shown into the camera. In our case, a flashlight. As you can see, these right here are XEEN's 24mm, that's pretty much the same size, number-wise. The flare of this lens, it's much more drawing into itself, it attracts attention, while this one, it looks like it's spreading out of itself, it's blossoming. It creates these streaks that add more attention outside of them, rather than here, sort of bringing you towards in it. This one much sharper, this one much softer. The softness of the lens, the one on the left especially, is because of the anamorphic de-squeeze. While these lenses being very, very wide, they tend to get very, very soft, especially if you open them up a lot. While this one, spherical lens, XEEN, very, very sharp. You can see clearly edges, you can see clear definitions of clothing and stuff like that. While this one, everything sort of smudges in together, blends together, and all those fancy words. Also, here we can see very barely, but we can see the aberration, the reflection of the barrel of the lens. So that's the internal reflection of that light in between the elements of the lens. So in here we can see what that looks like, and here it's a little more like an ellipse. The wall behind of the talent, which is made out of sharpness cards. They're circles with very fine detail in the center of them. They're usually used to show you how sharp the lenses are.
Here's one of our own that we got from Take Two Film. They gave it to us, we didn't steal it.
In here, the subject is pretty much in the same distance from the back wall, but we can see that on the anamorphic lens, the background is very much blurred out compared to the one on the spherical lens. The anamorphic looks to be a bit warmer, so the Hawks, not the anamorphic, but the Hawks look a little bit on the warmer side compared to the XEENs. Let's get a nice little close-up here. Look at that acting, look at that face. He wants to kill you while you sleep. Funny story, once he tried.